Hey everyone, this is Nitro. With the newly released patch on June 27th, 2019, Langrisser now has a new difficulty level for the Goddess Trial fights. And this new difficulty level is called Nightmare difficulty, which is really just level 70 dragons. Okay, so from here on out, I'm going to call it a level 70 dragon. So in this video, I'm going to challenge the level 70 fire dragon. And let me just, before I begin the fight, I should mention, if you have an Overlord's badge, the fight turns into a complete joke. Because Overlord badge grants immunity to defense and magic defense, attack, and int reductions. Since the whole mechanic of the fire dragon fight is those reductions, any character you equip with Overlord's badge will basically be invulnerable in this fight. So if you bring in Elwyn with Overlord's badge, he can pretty much single-handedly clear the fight, except for the two Hellhounds, which you would probably need Ledin to take care of. But because that is far too easy to clear it, I'm going to demonstrate as if I don't have Overlord's badge. So to compensate for the lack of Overlord's badge, you're going to need pretty good characters, I think. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate. So let's begin the fight, shall we? So for me, if I were to fight this out without Overlord's badge, this would be my party. Right? It would be Ledin, Tieris, Leon, Liana, and Sophia. So the triple healer, Leon and Ledin party. If I had an Overlord's badge, I would probably just simply replace Tieris with Elwyn with the Overlord's badge to make the fight easier. But since I'm playing as if I don't have one, this is what I'm going to play out. Alright, so setup is done, so I'm ready to begin, aren't I? I just want to make sure I can trigger this enemy and have the tank protect them. So let's put Ledin here so that I can trigger them on turn 1. So this is going to be my setup, and here we go. Alright, so battle mechanics. First, all of the enemies here have a D-main Dragonsbane aura, I guess, where after taking action, they cast Tremble debuff on enemies within 2 blocks, and it can't be dispelled. This debuff reduces your int and attack by 20%. So once again, if you have Overlord's badge, this effect becomes useless. But if you don't, you're going to get debuffed. And similarly, the Fire Dragon casts Tremble, but his Tremble is actually more powerful. It decreases attack, int, and defense by 30% rather than 20%. So need to be wary of that. Alright, in any case, let's begin the fight. Let's turn on Danger Zone to start. Let's move Ledin forward and have him Divine Guard. Next, Leon moves up to trigger these enemies so that Ledin will tank hits. We'll move Liana up. She won't use any skills this first turn. Just Sage's Hat of Ledin. Sophia will move up and regenerate Ledin. And then finally Tieris will miracle up everybody. So here they come, using Strike, and then suiciding themselves into Ledin. There's the first enemy down. And here's the second Hellhound, charging himself into Ledin once again. Second one doesn't die because my Phalanx have already been injured. And then here comes Lava Titan with Guard. Alright, so let's see. I want to work down this Lava Titan. So why don't I just move over here, Chivalry, hopefully applying a debuff on the Lava Titan, which didn't happen. And I'm just going to do a regular attack for this first strike. And take a lot of damage, but that was expected. And end my turn right there. Alright, now I need to make sure I can place myself reasonably close range. So why don't I put Ledin here and have him activate his faction buff. Because I'm going to use Liana to again Leon. And for this attack, I'm going to have Tieris attack blessing Leon to get as much damage output as I possibly can on this second attack. I'm just going to move 3 tiles and assault. So I can back off here. And then finally, let's move Sophia up and rewind my whole party. There we go. And now Ledin's counterattacks will rip up these 2 remaining enemies for me. So the first group of enemies has been killed. And now, let's take the time to wipe out this group, right? With the rewind, Leon can use chivalry once more. So let's get around to it. So up he goes. Chivalry. And assault on the Dark Elf to take it down. And back off. Ledin reactivates Divine Guard. Diana is going to again Leon. Tieris will apply attack blessing on Leon. To be honest, this is total overkill. And he's going to take out the Dark Elf General. They only have 15,000 hit points. I don't need 24k damage, let's be honest. But, you know, some people may not have as powerful of a Leon as I have. So there we go. Alright, so now Lava Titan will almost suicide itself into my Ledin. And Leon can easily come in for the finish with attack blessing remaining. Oh, couldn't finish it. What do you know? Not a problem though. Let's just have Ledin finish the fight then. There you go. So all the enemies are down, just like that. And why don't I just pray her up to heal up everybody? And start shifting all my characters to just take down the last enemy, the Fire Dragon. So you can see, even without Overlord's badge, this isn't too bad. So moving up. Alright, so here we are, just about ready to attack. So, let's begin. Starts things off with Leon using chivalry. And an assault would be nice here. And retreat. And I'm actually not going to use a gain just yet, because I want Leon to have that immunity to all debuffs. So let's just move Ledin up and Divine Guard. So I'm just going to end Liana's turn. I'm going to have Sophia regenerate Ledin.
これはあまり使いたくないですよね。
And why don't I just attack Blessing Leon to start?
できた。
Demon Dragon's Roar, which hits my whole party, but doesn't do that much damage.
そうだ。
Alright, so let's have TRS Miracle up.
まだ終わらないよ。
了解
And now Leon is going to do a attack. But I'm only going to move 3 distance so I can stay within Ledin's guard range.
はい。はい。
Rewind is also available.
準備完了です
So...
行くぜ
End Ledin's turn.
了解
I think I'm going to hold on to Rewind for a turn. Don't really need it right this one. So let's just heal up
これはあまり使いたく
Leon
ないですよ
instead.
ね。
準備完了
And
です
that way Leon can attack. And retreats.
ご命令
And
を。
get a gain from Liana.
思考。そして。
準備完了
Do
で
a
す
second attack and retreat. Demon Dragon's Breath. And that's actually the stat check right there. The Demon's Dragon's Breath.
準備
Your
完了
Leon needs around 5,000 hit points, which, to be honest, it's not that hard to get 5,000 hit points on your Leon. But yeah, for my Leon to survive, he needed 5,000 hit points. Once again, shouldn't be too hard to get.
ご命令を。
It's just really it's literally a stat check. If you have it, you'll live. If you don't, your Leon will die, and then you'll run into problems. So
よし準備完了です
3 debuffs.
もう私の番？はい。
Why don't I start things off with a rewind and go from there?
気づかないうちに。ごめんなさいね。
了解
そうだ。
And let's have Tierras heal up Leon.
できた。
You need
準
the
備
poison
完了です
debuff,
準備
but
完了
kept
です
the other 2.
ご命令を。
行くぜ
Ledin is here just to tank, so let's have him faction buff. Reactivate
勝
it.
負をつける時が来たな了解
And Leon. The question here is, should I heal Leon up now? Why not? Let's heal him up, because I don't want to use a gain just yet.
そして。
So let's remove both of those debuffs, and that way Leon can chivalry
無駄な抵抗はする
and
な
attack. Not using assault,
了解
because that's saved for next turn. So Ledin taking the hit.
準備完了です
Now,
そうだ。
attack blessing. Leon.
できた。
了解
はい。
準備完了です準備完了です
Assault with Leon. Retreats.
行くぜ
Ledin might as well just Divine Guard.
勝負をつける時が来たな
ご命令を。
Liana. Might as well again my
これ
Leon
が私の信じる心です。
了解
to do a second strike. And back. And then finally, Sophia will heal up Ledin.
あれ？気づかないうちに。ごめんなさいね。
Dragon's Roar yet again.
準備完了
So you
で
can
す
see, there's 4 more turns. The Fire Dragon has 84k hit points,
ご命令
which is
を
actually more than I expected him to have at this point.
よし
Interesting.
準備完了です準備完了です了解
Next turn, I'll have Chivalry.
ご命令をそうだ
So, let's plan this out, shall we? Miracle up to start.
準備完了です
ご命令をはい
Let's do single target heals on Leon.
よし
So let's end Leden's turn.
準備完了です
ご命令を
Single target heal on Leon to remove 2 of these debuffs.
そして
準備完了です
And then 1 more heal on Leon to remove the other one.
あれ気づかないうちにごめんなさいね
準備完了で
And
す
then Leon can attack and retreat this way. Leden continues to tank the hits.
準備完了です
Alright.
了解
2 debuffs to remove.
はいはい
よし
ご命令を
Which means
準備完了で
ご命令を
heal with Liana.
これが私の信じる心です
す了解
With that, both debuffs are gone.
了解
And Leon can Chivalry
さあ
and attack.
決着をつけよう了解
And retreat.
行くぜ
Leden continues to tank. Sophia. Just here to heal up characters, really.
あれ気づかないうちにごめんなさいねそうだ
And Tieris doesn't really matter, does it? Hmm.
できた
Turn 13. Fire Dragon's at 60k hit points.
はい
よし
So, Leden continuing to just faction buff.
正面突破了解
はい
Sophia to heal up Leon.
気づかないうちにごめんなさいね
準備完了です
はい
準備完了です
そうだ
Yes, attack blessing on Leon.
できた
了解
ご命令を
I want to use a gain if possible, but
了解
doesn't look like I can because I have to heal up Leon. So, prayer it is.
これが私の信じる心です
了解
And that way, Leon can get a full damage attack onto the Fire Dragon for another 22k hit damage and back off. Letting to tank a hits.
了解
Turn 14. It's getting close, isn't it?
準備完了です
Closer than I thought it would be. Because I wasted some time, as a side note, against the Lava Titan over here. I think I could have had an extra
Yes.
turn. In any case,
はいはい
too late to change anything now.
準備完了です
So, Leon. Does he have any debuffs? He does. 2 debuffs.
ご命令を
So let's remove them.
もう私の番
Heal. With Tieris, we'll remove 1.
了解
And the heal from Sophia will remove the other one.
あれ気 気づかないうちにごめんなさいね。
了解。よし。
ご命令を。
And then that way Leon can attack. Retreat.
よし。
Finally get a gain.
これが私の信じる心です。
了解。
And then do a second attack and retreat.
行くぜ。
And let in just
勝負をつける
guarding.
時が来たな。
Debuffs yet
準備
again.
完了。
So as always, start things off with a Liana
これ
heal
が私の信じる心です。
to remove those. 2 of them. There we
準
go.
備完了です。
はい。そうだ。
Tiara seal will remove the last
ま
one.
だ終わらないよ。
了解。
And Leon can chivalry
無駄な抵抗はするな。了解。
and assault to finish the fight. So a full 15 turns. Could have saved probably an extra turn if I didn't fool around with the Lava Titan early on so much. But this is the clear. And I picked up an assault headgear for this. So there we go. So without Overlord's badge, took the full time. If you have an Overlord's badge, then you can have 2 attackers rather than just 1, right? Elwyn and Leon both attacking, and the time it would take to clear the fight would definitely be much shorter. But you know, given that accessories are so random and you get so few of them, I can't guarantee that everyone has an Overlord's badge, and thus had to demonstrate it with a strategy where I don't use an Overlord's badge. Alright, so that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you found it useful, and on that note, Nitro out.